Hello everybody, this is Barbie. I'm back in my little shop and thought I would do a quick video here. I don't know how quick it's going to be, you know me. Usually nothing I do is very quick. Got to get off my shoes and get comfortable here. Okay, last time I had done a video, let's see, I showed you this little Roxy Creations video I watched, and I finished it up with the stitching, and I think the stitching really does add a lot to it, plus it makes it more secure. But anyhow, she did this and she called it a large snippet. So I told you I would come back and kind of give you an idea on how to use the snippet. First of all, I'm going to start out with some things I wanted to get finished up on my little book here. This is something I did with my envelopes, and I had shown you, this little, what do you call it? Twig. I hope you can see it. Turned out really cute. Just a little twig I pulled up out of the yard, put a little butterfly on it, and used some of the Fabri-Tac glue and tacked it down to a piece of cardstock that I was doing envelopes with. And I was going to stitch on it, but I don't feel like it needs it, because I put quite a lot of glue in there. So I think it'll be fine. Anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it right here to my to my cover, which I think adds a little bit of dimension to it. So I thought I'd do that online, or on my video rather, because I got it all prepared. So I might as well get it done. And I wanted to show you how I was going to use the twig. I had thought about using it as a closure, but I think it's too fragile for that, and I wouldn't want it to break. So, it is just a twig, so I'm not going to do that. But I think I like the interest it adds to the cover. Makes it a bit more special. Well, that's my thought. So there you go. That one's done. And I'm going to get my bone folder and kind of make sure I get it all pushed down, like right in here. Places I can't reach with my fat fingers. Make sure it gets all glued down good. I think that's good. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to also update you on my situation with YouTube taking my subbies away. It seems self-evident that for whatever reason they're not allowing me to have more than 1,000 subbies. So when I get a new subscriber, it'll say like 1,000. Maybe it's gone up to as much as 1,001, and then the next day or within that same day, it goes back down to 1,000, or it'll drop down to $9.99, and then I'll get another sub or two, and it'll go up a couple and then back down again to either 1,000 or $9.99. It's just back and forth like that. So I don't know what they're doing, but whatever it is, it's very discouraging. And again, I just want to reiterate, I hope y'all are getting my notices. I hope you have rang that little bell, and when you subscribe, to make sure you get a notification. And if some of you have subscribed and you notice you're not getting notifications, let me know. I have sent another, what do you call it, to the support. I sent a little email or whatever you want to call it to the support team to let them know, what's going on, and hopefully they'll answer my question this time. So far they haven't answered me, so I'm not real hopeful, but whatever. I'm just going to keep doing my videos, and hopefully it's something that you ladies out there like, or gentlemen, whichever the case may be, and move on. What else can I do, So as far as my giveaways go for reaching a certain number of subbies, I guess I'll just do a little drawing from time to time, and you know, go do it that way, because I can't do it according to the number of subscribers, because I don't know how many I have. It's not you know, working out. Anyhow, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you oh, this right here. I made a pocket, just a simple little pocket, and I used some of my little envelopes that I haven't shown a video on this, but I'm going to do one on my video today, but they're fairly simple. Tanya over at Tatty Treasures had done a video, I can't talk, today, I mean a couple of days ago, and that's where I saw it. So please go over and look at her channel. She has a lot of really good ideas. So I just put my little spin on it, you know. Everybody puts their spin on it. So I didn't want to glue it. I wanted to use it as a journaling letter or envelope. So I'm going to leave it open like that. And then I put this little, this is a Tracy Love Junk Journal. And I forget what those are called, but they're tin tops for tins, and she has a digital that you can purchase on her Etsy shop. Okay, that's what I put for in here, and I thought it worked out good. And then I've got a cute little sheepy. You know, I love sheep. I'll probably put something on the back of that, but for right now I'm gonna stick it right there just so that I know what I want to do with that. And this is my journal that goes inside. Oh, and I did this as well. I put I don't know what that is. This is another one I did, and I didn't embellish it. I just left it for a journaling spot. And these are Eco Prints by Susan Taylor Brown, and I believe her shop's called Poppiness on Etsy. So if you want to go over there and check that out, she has some beautiful digitals. Okay, and this then leaves a space for journaling as well. And I used the flap, or the other side of this piece out of the Undercliff book. Anyhow, so this is basically just for journaling. Today I'm going to add something to this page, and I think that's all I'm going to do to the journal part of it. So let's see. Oh, I wanted to tell you real quick. When I did this, let me put this over here out of the way. I did this as a demonstration. And if you'll notice, this looks different now. Well, I didn't notice until after I finished the whole video. And I went back and looked at it. And when I did these 2 pages here, when I did these 2 pages here, I didn't realize it, but this page here and this right here was turned upside down. So I had to cut that off, which was no problem. And then I put my little fabric tabs on there and turned it in the right direction. So, FYI, yeah, when you do something like that, it will, you can fix it, is what I'm trying to say. Hold on a minute. I think I need to do something real quick. Excuse me, I gotta put something outside for my husband. I forgot to do. I'll be right back. Just have to put out something for him. Sorry, I'm back. Okay. Now, okay, moving on. Bit of a update there on what happened with this little demo. You know, it's funny, you can look at something and look at something while you're doing it and you think you're paying attention, but you're so involved in the other things you're doing that it's like you don't see things, or I don't. Put it that way. Maybe other people do, but I don't. This is another one of the little envelopes. And I put a little, this is a Poppiness, Susan Taylor Brown's digital. And I thought it'd make a good little way to hold your flap down. Okay, I don't know where that went. Throw it out of the way for right now. This page right here, I put another one of the envelopes in there. Again, basically the same thing. Did a little collage on there. And then this is a card that, like, these are the envelopes I used. And then they also had the cardstock brown cards that went in the envelopes, and I use that for this right here, the card part. Okay, then this right here, I hope I'm in frame. Yeah, it's close enough. Yeah. Okay, just made a couple of tags, just playing around to stick in there. And then this came out of one of my farming books. I think it's an English person, I don't remember. But they have some really pretty farm sketches in their book. And so, considering this is a kind of a nature type theme. This is Tracy Fox and Artie Mays digital. And I did a stacked tag here. And then just did some embellishments using Susan's brown leaves, I think it's called. Anyhow, it's in her shop, Poppiness. And then just made a journaling tag to go in there. And it flips like so. So that's where I'm at on this. So my idea here is I want to finish up. I want to show you how I did this. And I'll put those out of the way for right now. And I have some other things that I can do, but let's go ahead and do this. I've already got it pretty well mapped out because I just want to show you. I mean, it's simple enough, but some people might want to see how it's actually put together. Just took a piece of paper, of course, tore it there for the flap. And it looks like I need to tear off a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that and do it. I'll take that number off since I didn't like it there anyhow. Okay. And I tried to go ahead and get everything as prepared as possible so it didn't take so long for the preparation part. So you can see the actual process. Okay, I'm going to put that down. If my glue will work for me here. I need to add some more to it. Hope y'all are all well out there and in your craft room playing and having fun. After all, that's what it's all about, right? Now, I think, I don't know if I said or not, but these are Susan Taylor Brown. This is her Eco Digitals that she had done. If you're interested in those. Now, I've got some old, which I forgot to put a little bit of, I think I did it, no, didn't. Now, this is old paper, and it's really thin to begin with, and I'm not even sure it's going to hold up to me inking it, but I'm going to try. So if it tears, that's okay. I can probably glue it down anyhow, or I got plenty more of it where this came from. I was watching G. Kerr, and she was doing a really cool project, which I was going to do. And I thought, no, stay focused, Barbara. You're scattering yourself as usual. but I'm going to try it. Using some old book pages and then as a base, and then she was using some napkins and doing a collage on it, which, you know, I've done that before, but I don't think I've ever done it using an old book page as a background. So the napkins with the book page print was showing through, which looked really cool, I thought. And that's what made it unusual and different for me. So, I bet you I'm out of, yep. Let me get these little handy wipes. I gotta get some water on them. And for my hands. Okay, that'll work. You can use them over that way. I usually just leave them out here and let them dry and then spritz a little water on them, and it works just as good as until they get really goopy. Okay. Okay, my next thought was putting some lace on there like so, just so you can see the print through there a little bit. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. And I had this really pretty hand-dyed sari silk that I wanted to use on there. So I think I'm going to stitch it all down. So I'm just going to tack everything kind of down the middle, and then I'll stitch it on. And I'll cut off the excess when I get it all done. Okay, the next thing would be to make sure that's sticking down. Yeah. Okay. Next thing, I don't know, maybe I should just stitch this down because I want it to stay crinkled up, but I want to just kind of, you know, attach it right down the middle like so, and let it crinkle back up. So I think I'm going to stitch that real quick. Let me see if I can get some of this stuff out of the way and get my machine over here real quick. My goodness. I swear if I had a 20-foot table, I still would have stuff everywhere. For sure. All right. I think I can get it over here in shot, hopefully. Oh my goodness, I got water here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make it a longer stitch, probably about a 3.5. And straight. Nope. Yeah, straight. Now I don't want to stitch my envelope flap down, which don't watch it, I will. So I better open that up. Now I don't care if it's real straight or not. I just want to kind of get it opened up enough so I can get it down the middle. Okay. Let's see if we can get that going like that. Oh, got to get my foot pedal over here. Let me get it opened up some more. Okay, I think that'll work. I'm glad I moved my sewing machine over here so I could get to it when I needed it. The way I had my desk set up before, it was all the way on the other side of the room, and I couldn't get it over there, so I couldn't stitch. Although I don't like to do a lot of stitching because it takes time, but if I'm just doing one or two things, yeah, I think that looks good. So what that did is it brought that color in, which I wanted to do. Okay, my next idea was, let's see what I got here. I was thinking about gluing that down right there in the middle, which again was similar to what Tanya was doing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me see. I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac though because there's fabric there. And this is, I believe this is a Love Oh, no, no. This is my porch print, I believe it is. Digital. Don't hold me to it, but I think it is. There's some of the ladies that are doing similar things, and it's kind of get it mixed up in my mind sometimes. Okay, I kind of want to center it somewhat. Okay, that'll work. And then I had a Tracy. I'm trying to think if I want to put that on there or not. I had a little leaf here, which I probably should have stuck underneath there, but I can kind of cut it off, can't I? Yep. I think that's good there, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to keep it fairly simple. Hope I was in frame. I don't know if I was or not. Ooh, sticky. I think what I'm going to do is kind of let that run down the stitching, like so. And I got another one here for the other side. Now on this one, I think I'll let it lap over the top, just to be different. I don't think I'm going to use the other tag. I think it's overkill, although I may put it down lower. Here you go. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I love those leaves. I've used those leaves, and of course I'm doing two different, should I put that there, or should I put that there? I'm doing two different journals right now, having to do with the woodlands, so I don't know. I think I like the butterfly just because it kind of gives, blends in with the leaves a little bit more than the bird. So I'm going to put that there. And I'll put a label down here on the other part of the envelope. There you go. Now, I don't know if I like that. I don't like it by itself. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's see. What can I dig out here? Got all kinds of goopy stuff here. Get this stuff out of the way. There's another cool little thing I thought I might use as a journaling spot. Okay, I've got these little papers here that are, I'll just drag a few of these things out here. Okay, this is like for when you're painting, doing a like house painting or room painting. Let me see, this might work down here. Yep, maybe a little piece of this. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Just something to separate it. All I'm doing here is just finding out, putting some little pieces of paper down there that will separate out and help you see the label. That's how I try to think of it anyhow, when you're trying to make a decision. Oh, I don't know, I don't know. How do you decide what to put down there? Well, as you can see, it's totally different than what I'm putting it on. So that's how I decide. I don't know how other people decide, but that's how I decide. So I look at it and decide what would make this be able to stand away from what I'm putting it on. So I don't want to put any kind of paper down that looks anywhere near this right here, but I want to use colors in the background papers. As you can see, they're like the browns. It has some red tones in it, and then this, of course, is a neutral. The old paper is just a neutral. Okay, see, that's fairly quick, and you can journal on it. Makes a nice little, oh, we need to put a little bit of something there for, okay, let me see if I have a smaller leaf. That would be a good thing to put down there. I don't know if I've got one cut out already. This is my box. I don't want a huge leaf, and I've used up so many of my leaves that are smaller. Maybe I could use a little bird or a stamp. Let me see what else I have here. Because these leaves are not on very good. They're not on cardstock, so they're too flimsy. All right, let's try one of these. I don't know if I like that just because it's so long, and I think it might kind of interfere with what's going on here, so I'm not so sure I like that idea. And I don't really want to do another butterfly because it's too repetitious. So what else can I put on there? I guess I'll have to cut a leaf. Yeah, probably what I need to do is just cut out a leaf. All right, let me see if I can find it here real quick. Yeah, here they are. It don't take that long to cut out. Okay, let's see, which one do I need? I like this little kind of an oblong one there. Yeah, that'll probably work. I try to cut out a few of these as I go along just because it saves a bit of time. When I get busy, I don't have to stop and cut out things, but they really don't take that long. Some of those really small ones that are long and skinny and have a lot of little prickly things on it, it takes a bit longer. But you don't have to cut them out like that either. Some people just cut a little white, leave the white around it, but I kind of like to cut out the leaf itself. And this one, as you can see, isn't going to take that long. And then I like to use a bit of the ink on it. It really does make your fussy cutting better. You know what I mean? You look like you're an expert fussy cutter, whether you are or not. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that. I think I'll do it like that. It doesn't take much to hold these little flaps down because this is just copy paper. There you go. Thank you, Susan. I love it. Okay, next thing I wanted to do and show you. Okay, we were going to do something with this, weren't we? I think what I'm going to do is I've got this little flap here. I'm going to put together this tag rather. And, oh, I was going to make that's what I was going to do. I was going to make a tag to go in here, but I didn't want it to be so matchy-matchy because I already have these two. And this is some of my digitals. I think I put it online, but I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Anyhow, so my idea is I need to tag this size. So I thought, okay, this is going to be simple enough. I will just cut out, trying to stay off of this actual stitching here. So I'm going to cut in between. And I think what I'm going to do is just draw around it with a pen, with a pencil. And then I'll need to cover the back side of it. Hopefully I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. And another thing I thought we could use this for is a decorative paper clip. You could also use it for a tag topper or a tag tab. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so we got that. Now we need to put something on the back. Oh, okay. I just thought about just putting this brown paper on the back, because it's very thin and already this is thick, and I don't want to get it too much thicker, so that's why I decided to do that. And I was thinking what I would do is I better use this, just because, I mean, I could use the stick glue, but because of the ridges here on the stitching, I was afraid that the stick glue wouldn't glue it down good in the middle. So I thought the Fabri-Tac is the best glue when you're using it for anything that has irregular ridges on them. I'm going to leave this hanging over a bit so I can cut it from around it. Oh, that's kind of cool because you got ridges on there. And truthfully, I probably will go ahead and stitch around the outside here, which I won't do on camera because you know what stitching looks like. But because I'm lining the back of it, I would want it to make sure that this was all attached well. So I would stitch around it for sure. And if not, then you need to make sure you get plenty glue around the edges. There, made a really cute little tag. And of course, I would also do because you can see the white cording, or the cord. Okay, see that little piece right there is sticking up, although when I stitch around it, it will go away, but I'm gonna go ahead and glue it down. Just because it's so thin, I don't want the needle to catch it. There we go. Doesn't take that long. pretty good. Now, we don't want to put the topper with the same stuff just because it's, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to put a topper on it right now, but I'll put something up there. I don't know what yet because I need to stitch around it. So I'm going to not put anything on that right now. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you here is, if we get around to it, we'll do this. This is one of the decorative, what do you call it? Paper clips. Yeah. If we get around to it, we'll do that. But I may not get to that in this video. Okay. And we could, like I said, we could make a tag top out of that. In fact, that's what I might do there, right there. How would I do that? I think I'll choose the end that's, well, I don't know. That's pretty right there. I'm going to glue this down here. So, if I'm going to glue that down, I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can. I don't know if it'll go through it. We'll try it. If it's big enough. Barely. I can't believe it. I think it did go all the way through. Oh, okay. It's not a biggie. I can cut that off. It's string didn't cut all the way through the string. Okay, so we have a circle, which we can use for a topper. So I'm going to go like that. And then, where is my other little, there it is. This is how I make my my faux whale's tail. I believe Carol with Oak House Journals showed me this little trick. That's really tough on that. But all I do is stick it in the little corner in there and try to balance it out a little bit and clip it off. You can use any size circle, of course. And I like to give it a bit of inking. There you go. So let's go ahead and get that glued on so I don't forget and sew it down. I don't want to stick up too high, but usually right where I cut it. I usually kind of use that as a guide. Okay, my layered tag now. What I'm going to do with this is make a little place for another tag or journaling card, whichever. So I'm only going to glue it on these two sides here. This is thick, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Fabri-Tac. I usually try to use Fabri-Tac if the paper is real thick, a cardstock or whatever is thick. It seems to work better. Okay. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay. Now this is where I'm going to use my this tag right here, I believe. But I'm not going to stick it so far down in there right now just because you know why. And I still have to put a little fluff on there. Maybe I'll just put this on there real quick, because I'm going to stitch it. And I can stitch right over this. So that'll work. Yep. So all I'm going to do is put me a little bit of fabric tack on there. And this is real thin, so that keeps down the bulk. And it allows that little ticking to show through. So that's a good thing. And, you know, I'm going to probably go ahead and embellish this a little bit more, like I do when I'm off camera. But I'll do a flip through. Or I can post some pictures on Instagram. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now this right here, I don't think I have a butterfly right now. I could use, or maybe I could do that right there. Oh, that's cute. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I like this little bird, so I found a place for him. You know how that goes. Okay, get him glued down good. Perfect. Once that dries a little bit more, I probably will stitch around it just to make sure that it holds good, but I don't have to do it right now. So that will go in there. Now this right here, I'm going to make a flip, but I'm going to bring it up a little bit just to give an offset here. I don't want it right in line with it, if you know what I mean. Jelly bean. And I've already got my little piece of muslin torn, and I folded it in half just to give me a little bit of a line so I can kind of determine how much that I don't get it all wonky on too much on one side is what I'm trying to say. I'm talking so my brain's not working. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. Okay. Now, that right there has been folded, so I'm not totally wonky. Go. Now, this right here, I think I'm just going to cut it about right there. And I'll probably come back and glue that little piece down there. Well, I'm out. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. Pull off some of those strings. Okay. Decide where I want it. It looks pretty good right there. Flip it over. And I want to leave a little bit of space so that it's not real tight there on that fold. I'm going to leave a little bit, maybe not make it quite as wide as what I think it's going to take, because I can always add glue. Now, make sure that will flip good. See, it automatically gives you that space you need if you glue it while it's folded. Okay, that looks good. Now, moving on. Hold on a sec, gotta have a drink of water. That's cute. So the tag can peek out a little bit, and that little bird's peeking just a bit. Okay, let me get my book up here and let's get this glued down. I just love that right there. That's my favorite thing in the whole book. It's funny how you find your favorite things. Okay, while I'm gluing this down, I'm going to take that out. This side where I want to glue it, I think I want to keep it pretty close over here to the edge, so I don't have an obstacle there. And also I'm going to leave it undone back here so that I can put something else in there. So I'm going to just glue it here and here, so I don't get my brain messed up here. Stick my fingers on the side I don't want it to be glued to. I've done that more than once. Yep. I don't know about you, but I get so involved in what I'm doing, and I'm not paying attention to the little things, if you know what I mean. Okay, that looks like it'll work. Okay, let me get my little clippies here. When I'm gluing something this thick, I like to use the little clippies on it. There you go. Doesn't take long. But again, I'm wondering. No, I think that's overkill. Never mind that thought. I think I'm going to put something back there like this that is just a piece of paper, like so. And that way it adds another journaling spot. And let's see. I think that's got it. Make sure. Yep. Alrighty. So there's one more thing done. Now, like I said, I'll put that there. And I think I'm not going to do that until this dries good, because I don't want to pry it loose, you know what I mean? And that goes in there, of course. So that goes there. And got that there. Oh, I've got my other little envelopes up here. Let me see if there's someplace else I could, it needs attention. I'm gonna leave that all blank. And that will go there. I had this someplace before. God knows where I had it. Oh wait, I think I know. No. Oh, I guess I'll show that to you real quick. It's just a little, I think I might have shown it before, I don't remember. I think I know where it's at. Where I had it, put it that way. It was on this one, yeah. Yeah, I had it right there. So, does that look best there? Or does one of these look better? I think that looks better just because this is rather large for that spot. But we need something to hold it in. So there's where I was going to use a paper clip, decorative paper clip. So let's see about that idea. See what we can come up with anyhow. Huh. You know, I could use a leaf. That would be cool. Yep, I probably got my head underneath there. Okay. Let me see what we got here. I think I need a different size leaf though. That leaf is not really what I had in mind. Let me see. Where's my leaf? What to do with my leaves? Oh, come on. I just had my leaf folder here. Where's it at? Y'all tell me, what did I do with it? Oh my gosh. What did I do with my leaf folder? Alright. Can't find my leaf folder and I'm not going to waste time doing it. So what can I do here? I think these are too big. I really do. Just makes me mad. This is what I do all the time. Oh, here it is. God, I'm mighty. I'll lay it down someplace other than where it should be laid down. I'm gonna cut some more leaves. This looks like about the right size to me. Maybe this one, and maybe that one. All right. I always get confused, and I don't know why, but I get confused about how to do this with these double-sided paper clip things. I don't know, my brain kind of goes in reverse or something. I can't figure out. I mean, I look at it and I think, oh, okay, that's silly. I should know how to do that. And then I try to do it and it's like, now what did I do? That may be where we're at. Well, we're going to try it here. So, if I do it wrong, I'll just tell you. You just need to not listen to that part of it. Go find somebody and figure it out. I bet we can figure it out. All right, let's see here. All right, I already got these cut out. What if we just use those? Put one on one side and one on the other. Hey, there you go. And I got this cut out, which I'm going to use for the inside. Ah, we got it. I'm getting all flustered here for no reason. All right. We can use just something simple like this on it. Let's not get too wild and crazy. There we go. If all else fails, just do it simply. And then I'll just ink around it. And that'll be one side. I might throw a little bit of something else on there, you know. I can't just leave good enough alone. That's no fun. Leave good enough alone. Well, that's not for me anyhow. Okay, there's that. And let me see. I need some more of that old book stuff. Where's it at? Oops. We're going crazy here. Old book page, where you at? Alright, maybe I can't find find any of that, so I'll use some of this. Yep, this will work. It doesn't have to be all that. There you go. I was watching Rachel over at Roxy Creation. She just cracks me up. Her and her bodgy crafting. I mean, she's a good crafter, but she's always reprimanding herself. She's a bodgy crafter. Anyhow, she had somehow had gotten confused about some kind of a stitching she was doing on, it's called fly stitching or something. Not that I know anything about it for sure. I used to do a little bit of embroidery here and there, you know what I mean? But I don't know about all those stitches. So anyhow, she had thought she knew what she was doing. Come to find out, it wasn't the right stitch, and she had made this really pretty tag. But she did good, because she said, I'm just going to do it anyhow. I'm going to keep it anyhow, and I'm glad she did, because it was a beautiful tag. And it may not have been the right stitch, but whatever, it was pretty. So, see there? That'll be good. Oh, I love it, I love it. Okay, now, here's the thing. You make I took my tags, I laid them end on end, just to let you know. I know it seems simple, but for some reason I get it confused. I laid my tags end on end. I took a piece of paper, whatever, and cut me a size, you know, to match that, because it's going to fit inside like so, if you know what I mean. So that it is got something on both sides of your paper clip, and you're not seeing the paper clip. That's the idea. So we have to have a hole here to get our paper clip through. So what I do is I just take my X-Acto knife and eyeball it and cut me a little slit. It can be slightly larger. Hopefully somewhere in the middle. Make sure it goes through. It does. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to glue that onto that. But what we have to do, this is where I get confused. Okay, what we have to do first is we have to all right, we got to stick this through first. It needs to go the other way. We want the big loop on this side, like that. That's where I get confused. Okay, so there's our little paper clip. Right, so we're going to flip it over. Now, this may not be the way I originally saw it. Who knows? I don't know. But this is how I do it. So let me get this done here. So what I do then is just put me some glue. I usually use Fabri-Tac just because it's a good glue that will hold strong once it's all stuck and everything, and it will keep your paper clip secured. We don't want that coming unsecured. Okay. And let's say, make sure our writing is correct. Whoops, about to make a mistake here. You can leave that little jigger sticking through your paper clip if you want to, but you don't have to. I'm not going to. Yeah, get it on there straight. Pay attention. Stay focused. Okay. That's crooked. That's okay. You're not going to see that anyhow. Thank goodness. Okay. Now, we got to put this other one on. Let me see if I can pay a little bit better attention here. What I'm doing. As you can see, it's probably why some of the ladies make a whole bunch of one thing so that they can get it straight in their mind. Because when you're only making one every now and then, it's like, you know, but I get bored. When I don't want to make too much the same thing at once, I kind of get bored. My bad, but I do. Main thing is you want to kind of keep it in line with the back side. You can always trim off the edges if you need to. Yep. So let me see here. I think I need to trim off a little bit here. Let me see if this works. See, that's not right. Oh, I know. Well, I guess you could do it that way. The other one I didn't turn out like that. I don't know what I did. See what I mean? That's not right. Oh. Okay. I think this will work. Maybe we can save it anyhow. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue across the top here. Let's see if this works. And hold it down. And that'll keep that from flapping up. You know what I mean? All right, then I can glue this down. I think I'll just use this. Flip it over. Make sure that's stuck good. And let's see if that works. You know what I'm going to do? I think that works, but I'm not going to press it right now just because, you know, it's still fresh. So I'm not going to push it all the way down. But that's not the way you do it, obviously. So, let's see. That's cute. All right. What did I make this for? Oh, yeah. I made it from a book. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let's move this up out of the way. Definitely have to work on the technique here, won't we? Let me see if this will fold in and everything work good. I want to stick it, leave it stick up a little bit for a tab. So, oh, that's pretty cute. say so myself. Yep, that'll work. Now, get this put in like so, and that like so. And there you go. Well, I'm proud. I got several little things accomplished. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned what not to do. But there you go. I really love the style of this because I can just stuff all kinds of stuff in here because it only has 2 envelopes. It's made up of 2 envelopes. 2 envelopes there, a little journal here, and then 2 envelopes here. And then I put flips on both ends so I can really decorate up, which I like to do, because there's a 1/2 inch of fabric here, and these are all stitched in, which makes the spine. What did I do with that? I don't know what that is, but anyhow, I'm going to take that off. So it makes the spine, and it's a fabric covered journal, and it's just real pliable and squishy, and I like it. So I'm going to make some more of these. Anyhow, that's it for today. I hope I didn't confuse you too much. Hopefully you got some ideas on how to make the little envelopes, and different ideas on, you know, what you can do with this little fun thing here I did the other day. Also, you could take these and just cut them right down the middle too, and so you've got some smaller pieces that you could use for page edges. I was going to tell you that too. I may do that and do a page edge I won't do it on camera, but basically I'm going to cut it right down the middle, and anyhow, you know what a page edge is. So, until next time, this is Barbie saying bye, 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 bye. Have a beautiful day.